So for this one here, it says to use your ruler, make a scale drawing of the lawn that is being replaced. Let 1/4 of an inch equal 1 yard. And so that's what we're going to do on the paper right here. And again, I skipped it in my lessons at home because I couldn't figure out how to be able to show it to you like I do when I'm here at school. And so I'm going to go ahead and show you my ruler. First and foremost, I need to make sure that I'm using the right side. This one right here, this side is for centimeters, so I don't want to use that side. Rather, I'm going to use this side, which is my inches. I have from here to here is 1 inch. That's a 1/2 inch, and a 1/2 of a half is 1/4. So that's going to be what is represented on each one of these yards. And so I left you some room here. I believe it, I think I gave you enough room. I may not have now that I'm looking at it, but hopefully so. I'm going to start down here on the bottom just because I have a little less space because of that. And so I'm going to do that right here. And this guy right here is supposed to be the total of that. So when I'm looking at this, and I have to remember that some of you may not be watching these in the order that I made them. So when I'm looking at this guy right here, I have some sides that are missing that I'm going to need to find before I start. And so I have 6 right here for this long side, and all those are, all of these guys right here are right angles. So that means that this right here is parallel to it. And because of that relationship, that means that this length, right, going all the way down like this is also the same. And so I just really only want this part right here because that matches what's over here. And so 6 minus 3 is 3. I'm just going to write it in my own personal book right here, real light. I can erase it later. I have this long edge, and it matches this part right here, which is 10, and this part right here, which is 4, so that's 14. So now I'm going to use that to help me because I want to draw this long 14 yard. And so 1 yard is equivalent to 1/4 of an inch. And so I have right here where I have 1 yard, 2 yards, 3 yards, 4 yards, 5, 6, trying to get my hand out of the way so you can see what I'm doing, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 1/4 yards, or 1/4 inches and yards. Okay, so there's my 14. I'm going to go up this way just because it makes more sense to me to do so. And the hard part about this is that I need to make sure that I have enough here. So if I have, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yards, 6 yards. So I want to try to line that up to the best of my ability because I'm making a scale drawing. So this guy right here, like that, is going to be my 6 yards. This one here is my 14 yards. And again, I tried to put it down as far as I could so I could make sure I had enough room. Going across, I have 4 yards, which should be an inch because a 1/4 inch is 1 yard. 4 of them makes up 1. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And if I don't have a perfectly 90-degree angle, it will show up pretty apparent here in a little bit, but that's okay. Now going down this direction, oh, let me mark that guy, that's 4 yards. I'm going to go down this direction right here. I have 1, 2, 3 yards. Hopefully this guy will line up pretty good for me. So I should have a total of 10, and I'm off a little bit because this right here is where I'm at. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and that's 10 yards. Let's see how good we have it right here. So this one right here should be 3, right? Because we have that 6 minus the 3 is another 3. So I'm going to start right here at 1, 2. That's actually probably one of the best I've ever done. So, and that's how you make a scale drawing. Now, the other way that I could have done it is by figuring out how many of those quarters and kind of helping me that way as well. But I find that just kind of counting along as I do it is how I end up making this particular scale drawing. Let me know if you need to borrow a ruler to be able to finish this problem.